and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Fatima. This week, we will revisit the NEA Awards recently held here in New York City. So without further ado, here are some of the highlights of the show, from hilarious performances by stand-up comedian Bovi and musical performances by Patoranking, ShattaWale, Oritse Femi, and many more. Check it out.
Now is called NEA. You know the meaning? Leak and obey. As a leak, anything they tell you, you will do. Baby, pop champagne now. I see the reason behind the world. I don't see that guys use the gas for my guy. Look in here. The guy start. What they allow you, anything they tell you, they do. One guy, they allow the guy don't buy, bring the card to pay. The card not they work. The guy says, give me the card, she take out.
NEA Awards is Nigerian Entertainment Awards, where we all come together in New York to celebrate Nigerian entertainment and how successful it's become over time. I want to see the ladies on stage performing, making us look good. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
We won't give you any time.
Tell me about the NEA and what made you come to this.
Yo, first thing first, special thanks to the Most High for making today possible. You know, everybody, SaharaTV, you know, and NEA itself. I feel proud to be part of NEA today, you know, because the last time I remember, I was watching highlights from a country, Nigeria. I was watching from Lagos, you know, so, but right now I'm on stage, you know, and won an award, you know, that's awesome.
Galileo, for so long I've been waiting for your love and your body, oh. Come take up the money, oh. Pretty baby, and me honey, oh. Me love you for a very long time. You love me when it gets to time. Baby, just give me the left side. Me won't give you any time. Anywhere you want go, we want go. London, Jamaica, Toronto. Oh my baby, when I'm Colombo. Oh my cherry mango. Go tell your friend them, go tell your friend them that I will die for you. Go tell your mama, go tell your papa that I will die for you. Go tell your friend them, go tell your friend them that I will die for you. Go tell your mama, go tell your papa that I will die for you. Galileo.
This stage. They put me in the back since morning. They be like this building, and you don't want your children to look like me. Make some noise.
Welcome back. Today's show is unlike any other because we have the multi-talented entertainment personality Denrele here with us in the studio. Here are a few interesting facts about the man himself. Born at Denrele Olufemi, Edon, to a Yoruba father and Indian Mauritius mother in Hamburg, Germany, Denrele is a Nigerian TV personality at Channel O. At 11, he started his TV career as an actor when he presented and produced on the show Kiddie Vision 101 on Nigerian Television Authority Network, also known as NTN. He's interviewed celebs such as Akon, Beyonce, Tyler Perry, Lil' Kim, A. Marie, Snoop Dogg, and many more. To date, Denrele has won over 16 awards and over 30 nominations since the inception of his career. So thank you for joining me today, Mr. Denrele.
Hug, family hug. But I must make sure I do not ruffle your hair. Okay, still in place.
I know, this week will follow.
It won't.
So, first off, congrats on your NEA win. Yes.
Thank you. This thing is heavy. It's like I used it. I was working out my muscles.
Hey.
Yes, yay.
I will fall.
I was doing this morning. Yeah. Can't you see I've some invisible six-pack?
I've noticed, you know. So tell me, how does it feel to win an NEA award?
Now, I've been nominated for the NEA award, this particular category, I think since 2010. I couldn't make the 2010 trip. They told me I won, but then I never saw the award. I'm not lying, I'm being sincere. People should not kill me for saying this. But then in 2011, I was nominated again. 2012, you know, the whole drama with traveling and everything, and then it just didn't happen. So I guess it happened at a very good time. Because the moment I didn't even know I won. You know, I was telling you, I thought Funke was calling me to present the next category of awards, which was what they told me to stay backstage and do. And then I was like, I don't have the envelope. I said, you won. I was like, what? So it felt brilliant, you know. It felt good being appreciated, celebrated, recognized, and acknowledged for the work that I do. And you know, like I said, more awards to come. They're better than make me next year. Tell them.
I will. I'll try. So being that you're such an entertainment personality, what feedback do you get from people? I am not going to blow my trumpet here and all, because I would say I am one person who, I think at first I was a little worried about how my brand will translate, or how my identity would transport itself into the minds of people. What sort of impression would I be leaving? Considering the fact that Nigeria is quite a conservative society, and we're very quick to judge and criticize and put someone in the coffin before you even kill the person. But you know, I've noticed over time that my brand, you know, it just suits every age category. Kids love me. I think to them I look like Mr. Clown, or I look like a horror movie or some Halloween costume. So yeah, they love me. Older people do. Parents, well, you know, parents now have started to understand, okay, if he can make a living out of this, well. Yeah. So I would say I've gotten very good feedback, but you know that we have our winches that do not understand what we are doing. So I think even the haters I used to have before, well, they are beginning to like me. I need new ones. I need new haters though. But you know how it is. We have people who just constantly try to draw you down. The media has also played a huge role in that back in Nigeria for me. They've slapped scandals on me. But you know, it just keeps me going strong. So have you ever had a moment of doubt?
Of course, I'm human. I have so many times. I remember the last company I used to work for, the music channel Sound City. When I left, I didn't even leave. I was ousted out. I can't explain. I don't know what happened. I think, you know, because my boss had so much faith in me, and then I guess people came around and tried to, you know, twist his mind. You know, and I said, for crying out loud, we built this brand together.
I totally understand.
I mean, every boss to his own. You know, so I was forced to resign, because they said I was overexposed and all of that. And then the moment I had to resign, I was back to square one. They just called me from MultiChoice saying, oh, they needed me to come do like an auditioning, which was sometime in June 2011. It was on Children's Day, yeah. Because I had a show for an eatery, a kiddie show, and they told me if I come late, they'll deduct it from my money. So I was racing there, and then different people started calling me, come to, you know, the Africa Magic office, we need this audition. Audition for what? I wasn't excited about it. But by the time I got there, it was almost close of work. A lot of people had auditioned. I saw a lot of even artists. I said, hey, artists won't do presenter.
Exactly.
But as the Lord will have it, I think he knew that at that point I needed that break, so he gave me the break. And I mean, here I am today.
You're here.
I mean, I'm not going to work at Channel Africa forever, but of course, you know, I feel the doubting Thomas spirit. Go there, taking the way. Go there, take it and go and throw it in hell. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
So now let's talk about relationships.
Yes, ma.
Are you taken or are you single?
I'm very single, ready to mingle, searching, not married, and not even taken.
You heard him.
Go Bush, come and carry me, take me. I am good take away. I will pack my hair, don't worry, and I'll wear flat shoes.
So there was an image that was circulating on the web. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you already have an idea.
I know what you mean very, very well.
Yes, with Charlie Boy. Do you feel like addressing that?
Well, at that point in time, I think the moment the image stepped out on, I mean, it just hit the newsstands and all the tabloids. You know Nigeria now. They all just started raining curses and abuses. And I was not even in the country at that point in time. I was in Malaysia. I had a show. I went to Malaysia with Sauce Kid and MI. So we had a successful concert. And then I just stayed back to shop. I said, Malaysia now, you know, like, let me look for some goth stuff. And then I was on BBM then. And then the next thing, I just saw this image. And then everyone was cursing, what is this? I was like, oh, I am in soup. Where did this come from? So I was still a bit unsure. I didn't understand what was going on. If somebody had fabricated something somewhere. Because I did a shoot with Charlie Boy for his magazine. And it was about two similar generations, you know, two different personalities, but you know, from similar, you know, like he started his own bit, I am doing mine now. So we had a lot of very, you know, like very militant and very strong. The look was strong, you know. I had like bullets on bikes. So I was like, when did I lock lips with this man? You know, so I just said, well, okay, whichever way. And I got to Nigeria. Before they stamped my passport in, it was hellish. Every custom official and immigration guy had that newspaper. And the first of all gave me the scene of my life. No, I took it in good stride. I got into my car. In traffic, vendors were running after me. See what you do. People come out of their cars and beat my glass. You are useless. You are a disgrace to this nation. I said, okay. And then when I got to I just called my dad and my sisters and said, look, there is going to be a problem. You guys, my dad is a worker in church, so I knew they would. My cousins, you know, the ones I like to laugh, called from, oh, so it's Charlie Boy you're dating now and stuff. And then I just said to myself, if this is going to bring me down, hell no. I won't allow it. So, heck no. So I started going out, you know, getting all the jobs that I could get. Of course, at that point, a lot of people were running away from me because they're like, oh, this is too scandalous for our brands. But the ones that landed in my lap, I did. And then when people ask me, where is Charlie Boy? I say, I'm tired of kissing him. I'm looking for somebody else to kiss. I have to just find the positive out of the negative. And I also remember a situation where I was traveling, I was at the airport, and then some women were speaking in my dialect. They were speaking in Yoruba, that, hey, God don't catch him. Charlie Boy's wife is down the road. That's in the airport, that today, watch out, you will see how they will beat this husband snatcher. That's what they were calling me. And then I said, okay, I will look for this woman. So I went around, I saw Charlie Boy's wife, I hugged her, I made so much noise so that people would say that I was greasing this woman. And then when I looked at my boarding gates, I saw that my flight was already, you know, final call. I just went to those women and I said in Yoruba, I said, you useless women that are discussing somebody. That's what they were talking my talk. If I catch you, they are not I say if I catch your husbands, when I'm done with your husbands, there'll be nothing left in the wheel for you people. I quickly ran. I ran. You know the way I said it, and then they were like, very shocked, and then I just ran. You know, so I had to make light out of the situation. I remember I called Charlie Boy saying, what is going on? You know, this, I mean, you are an established brand. I'm just, you know, finding my footing in the industry. I don't need this now. And he's like, don't worry, you'll make money out of it. You'll be. So I guess I was just caught up in, I don't know whether to call it like a publicity stunt, whether it was a controversial agenda, whether it was the real deal, whether it was photoshopped. Trust Naija to judge, but I'll be very sincere here. I'll say this now because this is Sahara, this is Africa. You know, this is the world. This is Yankee. That picture was obviously very well altered. But then, I think it's the first time I'm even saying it because I didn't even bother addressing it. I said people should go and judge what you want to judge. Because it already cost me finish now. Till date, people are still saying it. Why haven't they arrested Charlie Boy and Denerele? Those two, they should even serve 28 years, not 14 years. I saw one tweet like that this morning. And then I retweeted this for everybody to see. My sister, I don't get time, Jerry. So, I mean, you can see people, this happened how many years back? It's still
and
fresh.
It's still, for you to be getting a tweet.
It's so crazy. They always remember the horrible things. They never remember the good ones you've been doing.
Of course. So what, being in the media and everything, what was the craziest thing you've experienced?
Plenty. Craziest things I've experienced. Plenty. you know, maybe I would say in the course of the job, or maybe even out of work, because every day for me is, you know, excitement. I live my life imagine. Like every moment is the last one. You know, how would okay, yes, I did something one time like that. I don't know if I would term it as crazy. I was just having fun. We went for a certain movie awards, and then we're lodged in one of the best hotels in Abuja. And then, you know, everybody, every showbiz personality was there. Actors, actresses, you know, everyone was there. Musicians and all. And I said to myself, oh, I need to revamp this place. And so I stepped out of my room naked, tied a towel on my face, packed my hair very slick so no one could see the outline of this dandruff infested tangled afro. And then naked I ran up and down the corridor like 4 times, and I ran really fast. You know, I'm tiny now. So, and then, you know, they were all going for breakfast, so they just saw a naked form running. People scattered, they were screaming, and then I went back into my room and I was happy. And then when I went downstairs, the manager of the hotel called me and said, we could see from the camera that someone was running naked, and the person came out of him. I said, it's not me. It couldn't have been me. Lie. It was just one of those moments I just felt like doing something, you know, spontaneous. Okay. Let me see. I think, yes, a lot of people wonder if I've fallen on my shoes. You know, like they always ask. There was a certain show I did at that was 1st of January this year. It was Night of 1,000 Laughs. And I was the MC. And then there were a lot of wires, you know, on the stage. But I didn't say them because they were taped. So I was jumping on stage, and then I just stripped. The way my ankle went, bah, and I just went flat.
It just went bam.
And everybody say, hey, I said, wall, dead bone, shall rise and rise again. So when I stood up, everybody thought it was part of it, but the comedians backstage knew that I really fell.
Wow.
Maybe. And then I laugh at myself a lot, so I don't take myself seriously. So I don't know, every day is a crazy day. You know, oh yeah, I remember this one. Jesus, if I say this one, it will crack up. I was pressed, I needed to use the loo. And then I got to my family house. I think my grandma was in the toilet, and my grandma can spend forever. God bless her soul. We're burying her next week. And then I now had to go to the backyard, so I just excreted in a nylon, and I threw it to the next building. And then I think there was somebody there. Person threw it back. Hey, you and who? What are you throwing it? I say, hey, and I threw it back. The person threw it back. When I saw that the nylon was starting to tear. God, heaven forgive me, please. There was a church like at the back of our house. So I threw it right into the church. And then I just went into the house and I just sat down. And then my grandma now came out. And I looked at her. See, after all that stress of throwing downloads back and forth. Okay, but I don't know. I felt that was one of the silliest things ever.
This is too much.
Forgive me. We'll go to Sierra Leone together.
Too much is, yes, we shall go.
Yes.
So, what do you love or hate about your job?
I love my job, 247. I think I love the spontaneity, like, you know, the fact that, you know, it's we're very last minute, especially us Nigerians, you know, we're very last minute, so everything is always last minute in Nigeria. Forgive me, I know you've still said a bit of that, but I think what I love about the job is the fact that I've built an impressive database, you know, of contacts, of people, the people who I can just call and then this happens. Yeah, I have quite an impressive database. I also can walk in anywhere and get it done, you know, if you know what I mean. The job has also given me this sort of identity, you know, that I don't, you know, people work to introduce themselves. We work really hard. I don't have to introduce myself anymore. I just, you know, that's in Nigeria.
Nice.
Or some parts of Africa. I just work and I get the job done. And then it's giving me, yes, now, we don't have to pay into any club. I can carry 100 people in Nigeria. Nigeria, yeah. I cannot try that here.
I'll come visit you.
Just come and visit. What do I hate about the job? I don't think I hate it really because there's really no privacy. You know, everybody just knows you, and you know you keep getting an influx of people into your life. People want to come for different reasons, whether they want to know what you're doing or what you are knacking, or they just want to. So, well, I kind of have more of a love relationship with my job. I don't think there's any hate whatsoever. I think the only thing I might be a bit worried about is that there's hardly time to do my own stuff, or, you know, spend time with family, because I'm always traveling and I'm always on the road. But then my family's enjoying the money now, so why am I complaining? No.
What message do you have for people watching or people who aspire to be like you?
Don't try and be like me. Try and be better than me. You understand? You know, I always tell people this. Sow a thought, you reap an act. Sow an act, you reap a talent. Sow a talent, you reap a character. Sow a character, you reap an identity. It starts by, you know, we always have to listen to learn, but then we need to also learn to listen. That's the problem with us. We go to school, we listen to learn, but then do we even learn? Do we even know how to listen? you know. And then, like I said on stage at the NEAs, the 2014 NEAs, always be a first-class version of yourself.
Yes.
And not a second-class version of anybody else. I'm trying to look at myself again. And then finally, I think the last one, 2 ways to know your personality. 1, the way you behave when you have everything. And then secondly, the way you manage when you have nothing. I've had nothing and I know what it feels like to have nothing. I don't have everything yet too, I'm still hustling. But then, you know, I think we should always, spread the love. And then always, you know, people say, be yourself. It's heavy. We really can't quantify those words. Be yourself. Believe in originality. Be as original as possible. And spread the love. Pay it forward as much as you can. The industry is big enough for everyone. People are holding on to their jobs. Like if you come and meet them, there's no space, no work. Go and try a 9 to 5. No, come on. Help as many people as you can. Build as many success stories as you can. And now she's looking at me and telling me to zip it.
No. I just want to say thank you and congrats again on this
Yes,
heavy
let's lift
thing.
it together.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, congrats.
I can let you hold it for a few minutes, Charlie. So
Can I take it home?
2015 Entertainment Personality of the Year. It's going to you.
I'll take it home.
They have to that means they have to nominate me in another category because I want to win again next
I think so.
We have to find a new category for you. Okay.
There you have it, viewers. Thank you so much for watching.
Whoa. Yes.
Well, that's the time we have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and please connect with us on social media at Inside Diaspora or send us an email at insidethediaspora@gmail.com. And see you next time as I uncover more stories from the diaspora. Bye.